Hi, welcome to MentoMind. Today I'm going to show you how to start using MentoMind for your education business. The first thing you're going to do is go to app.mentomind.com and choose the option Education Business. Now what you see here is a list of courses that are available that you can use with your students. And we're going to be adding new courses every few weeks, and so you're going to see this list getting larger and larger. But before you can add a course, let's create a business account. So I'm going to click on sign up. I'm going to say Trial Business. I'm going to do next and choose an email that is an admin email. That means you should have access to it right now. And now on the second screen, I will get a secure code. So check your email for the secure code. And once you get the secure code, you put the secure one in, and that's how you create an account. So as you can see, it has created a business account. So now I can add a course. So let's take an example of the SAT course. So I can say add to try. And by default, it brings me to the admin view. So this is where I can add students, teachers, classes. I can manage my licenses and also the overall organization level settings. You can also see on the left here that I can manage the courses. So the SAT course, if I want to add my own content, upload my own material, create my own tests, that's all possible through this admin view. Now, if you want to tutor students or track their progress and assign homework and all that, that's something which you will not do from the admin view. So for that, there is a separate view called teacher view. So teacher view is for teachers or tutors to tutor students. Similarly, student view is for you as a student. So if you want to try out the content, take tests yourself, learn the platform, you can just go to the student view and try everything out. And so basically you are getting the experience of how the student is going to use the platform. So let's go to the teacher view and see what are these various features. So what you see on the left is the learning library. So this is where the whole curriculum for this course is available. So as you can see, these are all the math resources. So there is a guide for each topic, and these are all the reading and writing resources. Now you also see the list of students. So these are all the students that you are currently working with, and these are all the classes that you are currently tutoring. Now remember that the teachers or the tutors only going to see this teacher view and the student view. They will not have access to the admin view. So how do I tutor a student? So as you can see, it's already listing me as a student. So because I'm an admin or a tutor, I already have a student account also. So I click on the student. And this is where you can see the student has already gotten assigned an initial skill diagnostic test. So that's the first assignment for the student. This is where you can create more assignments for the student, track their assignment progress, and all that. Test reports is where you can see all the test reports. You can download the test report, send it to parents, and all that. Now the third tab is the skills tab. This is where you track student skills, like where they are at this time on each of these topics, what's their current level, and our levels are beginner, intermediate, advanced, and mastery levels. So as the students are making progress, they're taking tests, they're practicing on their own, their skill levels get updated in real time. And finally, there is the activity log. So anything the student is doing on the platform, the questions they're practicing, what they're getting wrong, what they're getting right, say for the last 7 days, this all gets listed here. So this is the full activity log for the student. So most of the time you're going to be spending within a student on homework assignments, their test report, tracking their skills and looking at their activity. Now the best way to learn this platform and get trained is by being your own tutor. So as you can see, this is your student account, so you can assign homework to yourself, and then you can switch to the student view to do that assignment, and then come back to the teacher view and track that assignment and all. So you pretty much can act as a tutor and student both with these accounts. Now the other thing which you can do in the teacher view is access these reports. Now these reports show an overall summary of how all your students are doing. So not individual student, but all students. So for example, if I click on the student report, you can see all the students in your class or all the students who you are tutoring one-to-one, and see what they are doing, how many questions they are attempting every week, what's their accuracy level, how long they're spending and all that. So this is a dashboard or a good view where you can see who all students more help and somebody you want to talk to. And there are other reports like topic engagement, what topics the students are engaging the most, what's their skill summary and all that. So as a teacher or a tutor, most of your time is getting spent on this view. Now if we switch to student view, this is where you will see how the student experience is like. So what you see here is you as a student. So if you want to try out the experience and the content, you can start with this initial diagnostic test, which is in the actions list. And then you have various options like learning on your own. So basically you can practice questions across various topics covered on the SAT. You can take the practice tests. You can access the learning library. You can improve your vocabulary and all that. So pretty much what a student would be able to do, you can yourself try it out, and see how the experience is like. So now let's go back to this admin view and see how you can add a student. So to add a student, you can invite a student. So if you have a white label unique URL, then you can simply invite the student and they can just register on their own. The other way is to a student manually. So you can put a student name, their email or phone number, enroll them in a course. So for example, in this case, it's only the SAT option is available, but you can always go back to the available courses and add more courses. So if you have students who wants to prepare for the ACT or other courses, you can add those courses then. Once you enroll the course, you have the option to assign a license, and you don't have to assign a license to start with because the diagnostic test is free. So you can add students without any license, let them take the diagnostic test and see what their performance is, and if they sign up for your services, then you go and assign a license. There is also an option to automate homework assignments. So as students are making progress on the platform, there is an option that you fully automate the next steps, the homework assignments. So you don't have to manually create assignments. The system automatically creates the assignment for the student. But you as a tutor will still have access to those assignments, and you can review and add more assignments or remove the assignments, but this saves a lot of your time. And then there are options for accommodations. You can set up extended time. You can parent name and email here so that the parent receive the test reports or weekly progress summary reports or homework reminders and all that. So this is how you add a student. Now if you want to assign a license to the student, you can buy the license from here. So for example, in this case, the only course you have added is the SAT course. So you can simply buy a license, which there are various options. Once you have bought the license, then you can go and assign that student that license by editing the student profile and add that license there. So that's how you go between admin, teacher and student view and do various things as part of your running the business. If you have any questions, just reach out to support@mentomind.com. Thanks so much.